Job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his right. This one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the first down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal. Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over the 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott finds Pickens out right. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
There you go. 26.
Javonte Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for our Cowboys. First down.
Yeah,
First and 10 at the
Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Yeah! All right, go to 54, go to 54. Why? 26.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Yeah!
Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Prescott to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Oh, some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Yeah!
Now Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Cowboys 14, Chiefs 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll get this complete to Worthy. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Chiefs are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Evades him at the 20. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 47.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Gray. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
And makes the score Chiefs 23. Cowboys 22.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And they're on 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Throwing. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. All right,
Here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception. The
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
We're good. It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Hey,
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
15. 57 colors. Hey, yo, go.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Yellow. I got one lady.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 44 now, here's second and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 44 yards. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now Dak. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here now, third down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
6 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Now Prescott. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 27-yard line.
15.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. 48. 47. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.